Amber.
When I was a little girl, I was always sent home with a lot of notes. You know those little oldly folded pieces of paper they'd tape to pin to your shirt so you couldn't look inside? I used to think nothing of them on the bus ride home, and every time I got off, expecting to see my mother's smiling face, I was always met with one of disgust. Like, God damn it, Amber. You only had 8 hours a day solely devoted to your education. How can you possibly manage every day to fuck that up? Because if pinholes were representations of my conduct, then my school shirts were tapestries of my rebellion. Or at least that's what they called it. I just asked the fucking question. Well, a lot of fucking questions. All for good reason, but we'll get to that later. The note read, Amber's becoming more troublesome, starting to influence others. Now, influence is a strong word. You see, my teacher had a habit of giving out half information, call it a product of no budget, 38 kids a class, and 0 time for preparation. But me being the good student that I am, knows that one of the first steps to understanding is to ask a clarifying question so that I might gain a more informed conclusion. The problem came is when my question started to overpower her information, and then the class chimed in with their own complications, so she thinks I'm messy. I'm sorry, lady, I'm far from messy. I actually have a predisposition to things staying in their places, and that includes my beliefs, because where I come from, disorder breeds dysfunction. I avoid messy people. I don't support messy governments. I hate messy cereal. When I look down into my bowl of Fruity Pebbles where a normal kid would see delight, I see dysfunction. The sight of it turning my empty stomach at the thought of how to process this, let alone digest it. So when I brought it back in favor of a more cohesive option, the note that went home that day said, attitude adjustment would be effective. Well, excuse me, bitch. But this type A's preferences are specific. You can't just bend my neural signals to your will. They don't fire that way. Because I'm creating new brain matter and brain patterns daily. And unlike my classmates, I'm neither impressed nor fooled by her double-talking sophistry. I guess I expected more from this process than you were willing to give me. But I will not give you a free ticket. I will not just play this winsome ghetto mascot, championing you for being the black youth hero you long to hypothesize, because you cannot just plant a seed and not water it. They don't sprout that way, my guy. I simply refuse to grow up to be intellectual property with no real intellectual properties, just to be another branch of my future university's diversity tree. And the last note I ever got said they no longer knew how to handle me. Train them up in the way that they should go. Let them know that they always have a choice. But how can you teach me to think and then stifle my voice?